Do you think you're truly loving your dog every single day? Then why? Do their eyes sometimes look so heartbreakingly sad? I know, you'd never mean to hurt them. But maybe, just maybe, there are little things you do on repeat every single day without realizing. And those tiny actions are quietly tiring out their heart more than you'd ever imagine. According to research from the University of Portsmouth, dogs are capable of expressing emotions even more than we are. They understand, they feel, and yes, they get hurt. In this video, I want to take you through 9 seemingly harmless things that may be slowly breaking your dog's heart. A little more each day. And the last one is something that's brought tears of regret to many dog owners who realized it too late. If you've ever felt like you're not doing enough, if you've ever looked into your dog's eyes and saw something unspoken, then this video is made for you. And if you're like me, someone who wants to understand their dog better with each passing day, then maybe we should walk this journey together, just a little longer. Have you ever yelled at your dog without meaning to, just because you were having a rough, frustrating day? I have. And the look in their eyes that day, I couldn't forget it for weeks. Dogs don't understand why we're angry, but they feel our angry tone, our cold stare, the heavy energy we carry when we lose control. With hearing 4 times more sensitive than ours, a raised voice to them can feel like a blow to the soul. You think you're teaching, but what they feel is being pushed away from love. There's a sentence I always remind myself of. When you lash out, you're teaching them to fear you, not to understand you. And once fear enters their heart, they begin to drift away from you, quietly, even while lying right next to you. But worse than yelling is being inconsistent. One day you let them on the couch, the next day you get mad about the mess. Yesterday you gave them a treat when they acted clingy. Today you snap, "Stop it," for the exact same thing. Dogs crave clarity. That's how they feel safe, understood, and loved. Imagine if the person you trusted the most hugged you today, and tomorrow ignored you for no reason. How would that feel? Sometimes love doesn't come from cuddles or words. Sometimes it comes from boundaries that are gently and consistently upheld. I keep a specific blanket on the couch. When it's there, my dog knows it's okay to jump up. Just that one small thing helps them feel like they belong, not like they're being judged on a whim. The feeling of belonging is something every living being craves. And that feeling gets chipped away every time we push them aside just because we're busy. To a dog, we are their whole world. So when we stop playing, stop hugging, stop engaging, it's not just "my human is busy," it's "maybe I'm not important anymore." That's when they start barking endlessly, chewing furniture, or destroying things, not because they're bad, but because they're crying out, "Please don't cast me out of the pack." I saw a dog once who sighed all day long because their owner changed work shifts and no longer played in the afternoon. When the owner began spending just 10 minutes cuddling every night, everything changed. That's all it took. A bit of understanding, a tiny shift, and their eyes sparkled again like the first day you brought them home. But even that sparkle will fade if they live in a world without a safe space. Just like us, dogs need a quiet spot where they can simply rest and be. But not everyone thinks about that. Some dogs live with non-stop TV noise, loud kids, and zero privacy to lie down without being called or touched. I once placed a soft blanket under my desk. Ever since, my dog goes there every time they feel tired. Nobody tells them to. Nobody calls them. They just know. It's a place where peace lives. Studies show that dogs with a dedicated safe spot have steadier heart rates, sleep more deeply, and bond closer to their humans. We don't need to build them a castle. We just need to give them a small space that whispers, "Here, you're free to be exactly who you are." And once you've given them that sanctuary, don't confuse them with mixed signals. Many people love their dogs deeply, but still send chaos through their communication. Every command sounds different. Hands wave all over the place. Eyes look in another direction. It's just habit for us, but for them, it's overwhelming noise. Dogs don't understand words the way we do. They learn through patterns, gestures, and energy. If today you say, "Come here," in a gentle voice with your left hand, but tomorrow you shout, "Come," while pointing with your right, how are they supposed to know what you want? They don't need powerful commands. They need consistency, clarity, and kindness. I always keep this quote in my heart. Dogs don't need you to be perfect. They just need you to be consistent and gentle. And even if you do all that, communicate clearly, create safe spaces, show love the right way, there's still one little thing that makes a massive emotional difference: not letting them sniff. It sounds strange, doesn't it? But for dogs, a walk isn't just exercise. It's a moment to read the world. Every smell on the grass, every scent on a tree, it's how they process stories. Each patch of dirt is a news headline. Every unfamiliar scent is a new adventure. And when you tug the leash, hurry them along, or stop them from sniffing, it's like forcing someone to walk through a beautiful city with their eyes closed. Studies show that dogs allowed to sniff freely extend their walk time by up to 40%. Not because they're tired, but because they're happy. A free nose means a calm heart. And sometimes, when your dog refuses to walk, lies around all day, or won't eat, it's not tiredness, it's sadness. Dogs don't cry like us. They don't talk. But they turn away, skip meals, curl up for hours, or stop playing with the toys they once loved. Many people shrug and say, maybe they're just lazy today, not realizing that silence might be their loudest scream. Dogs have gloomy days too. They feel confused. They feel disappointed. And in those moments, what they need isn't a behavior fix. It's for you to sit beside them, stroke their head, and say, "I'm right here." There's a line I'll never forget. Dogs don't need answers. They just need your loving presence. But sometimes, even out of love, we get it backwards. We force them into constant photos and videos. You think your dog is adorable, and they are. But if every time they nap, you lift their face for a selfie, or every time they finish eating, you say, "Pose," that's not love. That's performance. I once saw a Pomeranian who turned their head away every time a phone was raised, not because they were grumpy, but because they'd learned cameras mean pressure. One peaceful moment is often worth more than a picture-perfect shot. We love our dogs, but let them be dogs. Let them yawn when they're sleepy, get dirty playing in the mud, look ugly when they sprawl across the floor. True love doesn't need a filter. And finally, maybe the hardest truth of all, is this. We sometimes ignore tiny changes in their behavior. Yesterday, they ran around happily. Today, they lie still. You touch their back leg, and they flinch. They used to chew toys. They don't care anymore. Even one of those changes, repeated over a few days, is a sign to look deeper. Because so many emotional or health issues in dogs begin with something small. I once knew a golden retriever with arthritis. The owner didn't notice for 2 months, because the dog still smiled. Just a little lazier than usual, they said. But dogs don't say, "I'm hurting." They just get quieter, slower, and more distant. Don't wait until it's too late to realize. The silence of a dog can sometimes be a desperate cry for help. So here we are, having walked together through things that seem small, but could be breaking your dog's heart a little each day, without you even knowing. You want to be a better dog parent, don't you? Then start by listening more, observing closely, and giving a little more gentleness. If today you realized something needs to change, then you've already done something beautiful. You're loving them better than you did yesterday. And if you want to keep walking this journey of becoming their best friend, then I'll still be here, sharing a few small stories each week. You can come back anytime you want. Or subscribe, so the next story finds you when you're ready. Because for me, and probably for you too, they're not just a dog. They're family. And family always deserves to be loved with a full heart.